Hi, my name is Lynn Schulte. I'm a women's health physical therapist and the founder of the Institute for Birth Healing. For over a decade, I've been working mainly with pregnant and postpartum women, and I have discovered that there's certain patterns that the body goes through in order to get a baby out. And working with only one population has allowed me to see these patterns. So every single woman that would lay down on my table who had had a baby, I would notice the same rotations in their pelvis and same issues going on in their abdomen and in their thoracic area as well. And I figured out how to release those patterns from the body. And it was super effective, and a lot of my clients were getting relief in just one session. So I knew I had something that I started to put out onto YouTube, like everything I was finding in the body. And then I started getting emails from women all over the world going, "Oh my God, I have exactly what you're talking about. Can you help me out?" And I'd be like, "Well, I've discovered this on my own. I didn't learn it from a course. So you could try seeing a women's health physical therapist and see if they can help you out, but they're not going to understand the techniques and things that I do to the body that are so effective for your postpartum recovery." And that's when I realized that I needed to start teaching this body of work. And that's when I founded the Institute for Birth Healing back in 2016. And I've been traveling the world teaching other body workers how to help the body heal after having a baby. And I'm excited to say that a lot of the body workers taking my courses are getting the same exact results. So it's super exciting for me. And I'm really excited to bring this work to Israel and share it with all of you. So thank you. And I really hope that you'll come. The work that I teach is founded off of three basic principles. And the first principle is the wisdom of the body. So I teach you how to tune into the body and listen to the tissues in the body and to sense into the body and what the body wants. The body is way more intelligent than you or I. And when we acknowledge that and we tune in and give the body the respect that it needs and deserves, it's so much more compliant with helping to get the results that we're wanting in that body, okay? So it's not about forcing release, it's not about imparting our agenda on the body, but instead stepping back and really tuning into what the body wants in order to heal. The second foundation is the knowledge of science. So being a physical therapist, understanding our knowledge of anatomy and physiology and tissue response, that is what the founding principles are. We are looking at mobilizations of the pelvic bones. These are specific mobilizations that can help open up the pelvis for birth and also help to recover it after birth. So it's about closing up the bones and getting the bones back into their proper place. So you're going to learn a ton of pelvic mobilizations in this course that are not taught in other PT courses. And what's great about these techniques, a lot of the techniques, you learn over 45, I think, different techniques in my courses. And all of those techniques can be applied to any person that you're working with, okay? This course is focused towards the postpartum body because we all know that once you've had a baby, once you're postpartum, you're always postpartum. So even your older women clients that have had babies are still going to be helpful. These techniques are going to be helpful for them as well. So using the knowledge of our anatomy and physiology is another founding principle of this work that I teach. And then the third principle is the energy of the body, the energy flow in the body, and being able to really tune into what that energy flow is doing. You know, like the chi energy that they're manipulating in acupuncture. We can tune into that and really get a sense of what the body wants to do. There's an energy in the tissues, especially when there's been a trauma. Take, for instance, an ankle sprain. When you've sprained your ankle, without having the person tell you how they sprained their ankle, you can tune in to that ankle joint and listen to the energy of those tissues, and it will take you right into its injury pattern if the energy is still there. And so that's how I discovered a lot of what I teach is listening to the tissues, listening to the energy of the body, and noticing how the pelvis is still opening. We can feel if the pelvis is still wanting to, or is still open for birthing from the birth. And so we'll learn how to tune in to the energy of the tissues to see what the tissues want to do. And when there's energy flow, that's great because we're meant to be in flow, but there's a lot of blockage in the pelvic area after a birth specifically. So we really want to tune in. This is important for birth so that we have good flow to allow the baby to come on out. But then after birth, we want to make sure that that flow is still happening and that, our clients are really grounded, that their energy is flowing down their legs and grounding into the earth. And a lot of times after birth, they are completely blocked here in this pelvic space. And so those are the three founding principles that this work is based on. I think you will find this course is extremely different from most other courses. I teach it in a way that really allows you to embody the work fully so that when you go back to the clinic, you're going to have these techniques in your hands. So I really would love to share this information with you. It is such a passion of mine. This work is so powerful. It is so important, and it is so needed out in the world. And so I would be honored to have you attend this course so that I can impart this knowledge to you so that you can go touch as many clients as you can, helping them to heal more completely after birth. So thank you so much for listening in, and I really look forward to meeting you one day in person, hopefully at the Israeli course in March in 2020. All right, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.